Hey guys, don't come over here because then they'll see your nakedness. Hey everybody, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. My son has no pants on, so I'm trying to... Don't come over here, Nate, because you don't... Listen to me. I love you, but people don't need to see your little baby legs, okay? Mommy don't want them to see. Where did you put your Mickey Mouse pants? When you threw them off, remember? So I just wanted to come on and check in with you guys. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was earlier, and I know that you guys noticed I'm pulling my hair a lot. I'm sorry, I'm trying to not do that. So you guys, I am so... Nathaniel, how old are you?
4.
Let's act like we're 4, okay? Grab yourself a pair of pants and let's put them on your body. Hold on, peeps. I gotta go get this child some pants. They're not running around naked. Okay. Nate, they don't want to see your little butt, okay? Now stop.
No more kids.
Okay, come on.
Kids.
Let's go get you some pants. Come on. Over here. Over here, son. You know where to go. Stop. Oh, it doesn't matter. They don't care. Come on. Where are your pants at, Nate? The Mickey Mouse pants. Where'd you throw them at? Huh? If you don't want to put pants on, then you don't have to. I don't care. Here, son. Where'd you throw that, Shady Bob?
I don't know.
You don't know? For real? Here you go. Here you go. Ready? Ah, stop, Nate. Nathaniel, I'm serious. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby legs. Baby legs. Come on. Alexander, stop punching me. Nathaniel, I'm serious. Thank you. You want to get spanked? Those pants are so cool. Okay. All right, son. Stop. Whew. Okay. Hey, guys. 2 minutes and 43 seconds in. All right. So let's stop lollygagging around and get to the point. So I just checked my subscriber count, and we're up to 755 subscribers, you guys. And I am just so... First of all, I'm grateful. Second of all, I'm excited. Thank you for all of those of you who are sharing my videos on Twitter.
To be Mommy and Nate video.
Thank you to those of you who are sharing my videos. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell notification so that way when I go live, you'll get a notification, hopefully, because you guys know how YouTube is. And go. Go. Thank you. Look, here's your Mickey Mouse pants that you threw over here. Go ahead, and I want everybody, if each one of us shares my channel with one friend, that's going to be awesome. So if we can all just share it with one person, and we'll get the word out there that, you know, hey, come over and hang out with us. Like, you know, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. But anyway, I just want to check in and let you guys know how I'm feeling. I was going to do a live stream at like 7 o'clock tonight, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stay awake that long, you guys. It's 5 p.m. here, and I'm so tired from coming off this Lexapro. Like, it's really got me feeling not myself, you know? So I'm probably just going to call it a night kind of early. But I'm staying positive, and like I could have never tried to taper off of Lexapro 3 years ago because I was just getting sober and I just was a mess. But it's like now I have a lot better coping skills. Okay. So I got this book that I've been reading out of. And hey, Bama. Just like a mindfulness a mindfulness magazine. And I want to read something with you guys. So 3 techniques to help you sleep better. Use a visualization to help relax you. When you imagine something, your body produces the same psychological response as if you were actually experiencing it. So when you focus on an anxiety-inducing thought, you go into fight or flight mode. You clench your fists, feel adrenaline race through your veins, and notice your pulse quicken. Happily, this works the other way around too. If you vividly imagine a peaceful scenario, your body begins to relax. Try mentally reliving in great detail a relaxing vacation you had, or even touring your childhood home, recalling every detail. So, like, since I have jumped off Lexapro, I have been feeling like, okay, the only way I can explain it to you is that I'll be like totally chill, and then all of a sudden my heart will just start racing. And it's like that. It'll change. And so when that happens, I know that it's a side effect of me coming off the medication, but it'll almost like make me dizzy. So today I was at work this morning. I was doing my stuff, and all of a sudden it started doing it. Bam, 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 bam. Heart was racing. And I thought, and I grabbed the wall because I was standing against the wall, put my hand on the wall because I was like about to pass out. And I just sat there and I was like, had to breathe because I was like, I'm going to pass out because my heart is literally like doing this palpitating thing. But I made it through the day and I came home a little early. I went to Sonic and got me and Neil a little tasty treat. And we had lunch together, and then he went to work. And so it's just been me and Nate since about 2 o'clock when I went to go pick him up from school. But I just don't really have anything, like, I'm just kind of really just blah, you know what I mean, from coming off of it. And I just kind of want to sleep. But, being a mom, you can't just go to sleep. So me and Nate, we've been watching The Boss Baby because it's cold and rainy outside. So we can't go outside and play. So we've just been chilling. We got some grapes. We got some snacks. And we have been just chilling and watching this TV show together that he really likes. And Nate, for some reason, wants me to find his old pacifier. And I was like, Nathaniel, you stopped sucking on a passy at 3 months old. I'm not giving you a passy. Mom, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. I'm like, no. Why do you want your old passy for? And I'm like, what's that all about? So, has anybody talked to Michelle? I texted her earlier. So, I also wanted to talk about that. So, stop touching your hair, Nicole. Ah! Okay, so I wanted to talk about the disease of addiction and how cunning and baffling and powerful it is. And how, so I'm not going to talk about anybody's business because I feel like, I have my channel. I choose to share my stuff with you guys, but other people might not want me to share their stuff. But I want to share with you guys my experience on getting sober and then relapsing. So here's the deal with getting sober. When we get sober, y'all, we have to, and whether it's on maintenance or you're abstinent, okay? It doesn't matter, either one. Because when you're on maintenance, if you want to, so here's the deal. When we get sober, we have to make a decision. And that's what it talks about in the 12 steps. It talks about step 1 is admitting we are powerless over drugs and alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Not that I'm not powerless over drugs and alcohol right now because I'm not taking them into my body, but I'm powerless when I'm abusing drugs and alcohol because when those substances go into my body, I lose power of choice and I go on a binge, a spree, an obsession. I'm just like out there more. Okay. And our second step is, I made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to God. Okay, I think the second step is make a decision to turn your will and your life over to the care of God as you understood Him. Okay. Making a decision, you got to come to a fork in the road, and it happens for all addicts. Okay, hey Jason, it happens for all of us. We're talking about relapse, and we're talking about when we get a little bit of sober time and how our addiction will come in, and it will tell us that we can go out and use. And guys, it doesn't matter if your drug of choice was alcohol. It doesn't matter if your drug of choice was hydrocodone or Percocet. It doesn't matter if your drug of choice is crack cocaine. It doesn't matter. After you have 20, 30, 40 days clean without taking that substance into your body, and you get triggered and the thought comes into your mind, oh, why don't I get one of these pills? It'll help me be able to function better. That is the disease of addiction, because our addiction only wants us to remember the beneficial things that those drugs did for us, okay? And for me, relapsing on Xanax and benzodiazepine in general has been something that has been very tempting to me. I have not done it, but for me, Xanax was always my go-to. Whenever I couldn't get anything, I could always get some Xanax pills. And so, but today, right when that thought comes into your mind, you have got to realize that that's not reality. Your reality, you cannot use that pill without fucking some shit up. And if you could take a pill and get by with it, it won't last. You'll eventually get to a point where shit goes downhill. You might get away with it for a couple days. You might get away with it for a week. But eventually, your family members are going to realize you're going to lose your job. You'll wreck your car. You guys, it's just not worth it. And you have got to come to a point where you are able and willing to make that decision and to realize that it's not worth it. I know that it's hard. I know that it's tempting. Look at me. I know. I used to eat bars by the handfuls. I used to eat bars, 10 of them for breakfast, and then drive my car around stealing from every store I went inside of. I used to eat bars like they were going out of style. They were my favorite. I like to snort them. I like to eat them, crunch them in between my teeth, get that nasty ass fucking real strong bar taste, you know? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Especially the yellow school buses. Those are my favorite. And I'm telling you right now, when you have a lot, okay, here's the deal. When things are going on in our life where we got stressors, okay, maybe you're a mom and have a lot of chores to do at the house. Maybe you're in school and you need to study more. Maybe you have a job and you're having to work a lot of hours because your boss is, wanting the store to be cleaned up. Whatever it is, when those stressors come in, and your mind is automatically going to go, oh, well, let me reach for something to help me do this situation. But that's the thing, you guys. When you reach for those drugs, you don't do it. You can't do anything better. You fucked up. It's your false sense of pride and false sense of confidence that makes you think, oh, well, I'm better when I take these. Because that's not how it is. You're not good on them. When you take that shit, it makes you slow. It makes you make mistakes. You look stupid. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, every time Neil would relapse on benzos, he'd come home, one eye's going this way, one eye's going that way. And I know right away, So if you're struggling and you think, and your mind's still telling you, I need this, you have got to get to a place where you know that that shit is not good for you and that you are ready to give it up, because it's forever. You have to come to terms with the fact that you can never drink and use drugs again. And if you're a pill addict and you're still drinking alcohol, I'm telling you, tread lightly, because if you're an addict, then you're most likely probably an alcoholic too. Be careful, because when we drink alcohol, it totally loosey-gooseys us, and then the next thing you know, we're calling the pill man and getting our pills. You guys, I gotta get close to y'all for this. Okay, here's the deal, y'all. I loved taking pills. I loved pills. I loved opiates. I loved benzos. I loved stimulants. I loved everything. Okay? I loved it. That's right, Jason. If you touch benzodiazepine, that shit will fucking lower your inhibitions. Then you're all like, hey, life is good. Life is good. And then the next thing you know, life is good and you got them hydros and you're fucking up. That's the thing. Like, we know, like, I know that if I do anything, even if it's just, y'all, if I smoke weed, that shit makes me think about doing other stuff. It triggers the obsession inside of me. And some of us have to get to a point where we realize that when we take those substances in the body, that it's triggering phenomenon craving and the mental obsession. There's no way you're going to be able to take drugs and alcohol into your body and elude and get away from the phenomenon of craving and the mental obsession that addiction brings. It actually talks about in the big book how tons of people will try to drink and use without consequences. And there's many people who are not addicts and who are not alcoholics who can drink and use drugs and take pills without any negative consequences. But that's because they're not addicts. Us addicts and alcoholics, when we drink and we take pills, we can't get away with it. Shit hits the fan. And it will every single time. I hate to say this, but it's the truth. When you're ready to change, you'll change. When you're ready to do the work, you'll find a way to do it. When you're ready to get over, you will seek out help. I used to do listen, here's the thing, you guys. I used to make excuses all the time. I used to make excuses because my job, my boyfriend, what about my car payment? I have to pay my insurance. What about my dog? What about my hamster? Guys, real talk, if you keep doing dope, if you keep staying high, eventually you're not going to have a job. You won't have a house. You won't have your dog. You won't have your hamster. You won't have your kids. You won't have your husband. So when people come up with these reasons why they can't get help, the reasons why they can't ask for assistance or take treatment, all I hear is, wah, 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 wah. I know, Jason, I watched it. And I said, shit or get off the pot, homegirl. And I gave her my email address and told her if she wants help, I will fucking help her find treatment. Like, I will literally stay on the phone for 5 hours every day until I can find a place for that girl to go to treatment. But that's the thing. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. And the thing about it is all she has to do is surrender. You guys, surrender. I promise, if she went to the people that care about her and she said, listen, I need help. I'm having problems. I'm going to get treatment. Because we're not fooling anyone. That's the thing. We always think we're fooling everyone. We all think that nobody knows. But I promise you guys, everyone knows that you're a junkie. I promise you, everyone knows that you're secretly taking pills at your house to do the chores around the house and take care of the kids. I promise you, if you're a closet drinker, everyone knows that you have vodka hidden underneath the bed. Okay? I promise you, you're the only person that you're lying to. And so I was watching her video today, and I like her, but it's like you can't. She's one of those people that you cannot be easy with. You just got to shoot it to her straight, because she will manipulate and song and dance around you all day long. Right? And that's the thing. I was just like that, and I see right through it. It's like, and that's why people don't like me when I make videos, and I tell them. Like, because here's the deal, you guys. I used to do the same thing. Okay? I used to be manipulating, lying, cheating, conniving. Tell me something I don't already know, homegirl. You know what I mean? Like, you got to just be ready, guys. And I know that, Emma and Jason, you guys are doing so good. I'm so proud of both guys. And that's what it is. It's willingness to change. And it's not even hard. It's not hard work, is it, Jason? I mean, the trigger, the thoughts to use, and that kind of like mental part, that's where the hard part comes in. But the stuff that your sponsor asks you to do, like read the chapters in the big book, that's not hard, is it, Jason? That's not hard at all. It's not hard to call your sponsor a couple times a week to check in, is it? No, it's easy. The hard part is, instead of holding it in and saying, hey, I'm thinking about using, here's the hard part. Instead of sitting there with it in your mind, call somebody and tell them, I'm thinking about using. Hello? Why do you think I'm on a video right now at 5 o'clock? I'm feeling like shit because I'm coming off Lexapro. Do you guys think that? And it's not, I'm not having thoughts to use drugs, but I keep on having the thought to go pick up my Lexapro and just start taking it again. Right. Being honest is the hardest part, because when we're in active addiction, that's all we've done is lie to ourselves for so long that we believe the lies. We believe the lies. They made this program. It's a simple program. It's really just all you have to do is be honest, open-minded, and willing to take suggestions. Don't come on crying about your life if you're not willing to make a change, or you're not willing to take the help that people are trying to offer to you. Because you know what? It's just that's why it's hard for me, you guys, because I know that I'm hard on people. I know, but here's the deal. Like, when you're out there, it's either me being hard and telling you to pull up your fucking big girl panties and get your ass to treatment, or you're going to die, or something bad can happen to you, And that's the thing. Like, would you rather me fucking a little harsh with you and snap you out of it, hopefully? Or would you rather me baby you, stick a bottle in your mouth, and never tell you the truth? I value people who have steered me straight and told me about myself, because those are the kind of people I need in my life. Hey, Max, I need people in my life who are going to say, hey, girl, I think that you need to get it together, That's the thing. And we get so comfortable with having everybody enable us and baby us and almost like make it more comfortable for us. Come on. How many, you guys, so many times, like my family, like my sister, my mom and dad, when I was in active addiction, they used to enable me before they kicked me out, when I was younger. And when you do that to your family and your family's constantly like rescuing you, it hurts them so much, you know? I only want to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. You guys, for real, I don't make any money off of helping people get into treatment. Like, it's actually me just offering to help you find resources, because I know whenever I was in active addiction, I didn't even know where to begin, you know, and I know how daunting it can be when you're looking for treatment and calling all these places and getting turned down. That's why I say, hey, if you need help, DM me on Instagram. I will help you find treatment. And guys, listen to me. It rarely ever happens that somebody actually DMs me for treatment help. And that's how I know, like, addicts, they got to be beaten. They got to be broken. They got to be down to the bottom before they'll ask for help. It's not that common that I hear somebody reaching out for help. You know, I just want to help. Oh, that wasn't no big deal. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to like put my time into helping people find treatment and find resources. I'll call around, all that kind of stuff. Actually, you know, guys, our friend that usually is on our videos here, Makila, she reached out to me and she's looking for a place in California. So pray for her. Right. And that's what you got to do, guys. You just got to quit making excuses. And if you're ready to stay sober, like I'm telling you, you're ready to stay sober, it's okay to have some slips, y'all. I understand. It's okay to relapse and stuff. It's not okay, but it happens. I'm not suggesting that you do it because you could die. But here's the deal. If it does happen, it's nothing to be ashamed of. That's for sure. I mean, we're addicts, so it's almost to be expected, really. And I remember when I was working with this one sponsor, I was relapsing and quite a bit, and I was crying, you know, why I'm so like embarrassed. And she was like, why are you embarrassed? You're only doing what you know how to do, and that's use drugs. So if you don't practice not using drugs, then you're not going to be able to do it. You got to practice doing the right thing. And if you think in your mind, if you're constantly thinking, okay, I'm at 60 days, okay, you know, and you're like almost saying, okay, when I get to 60 days, then I'm going to be cured and then I'll be able to take pills, then you're setting yourself up for failure, because you are never going to be able to use and drink again. And it's just how it is. So if you can come and accept that now, then you are actually saving yourself a lot of trouble. Admitting and accepting is hard, I think, because a lot of us don't want so much pride. We're like, oh no, not me. I got this. I got this. Man, I cannot tell you guys how many times I shot up, crappie flopped, and then got up and said, I got this. I got this. You know, it's just, and I also know all about the reward sense where we're in our minds. We feel like, oh, well, I made it to this many. I'm going to give myself a little reward. Well, when you reward yourself, then you're losing all that sobriety time you worked so hard for. Are you eating those grapes, buddy? Okay, good boy.
There's 2 bucks.
Oh, well, that's okay. Killing it off. That's okay, but tell me this, Jason. Tell me, and it's okay because I used to do the same thing. Have you been thinking in your mind like, oh well, when I get to 60 days, I'm gonna after I got out like into my sobriety, I would think, oh well, by 120 days, maybe I can go out and take 1 pill. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but my mind would do that. So I know that it happens to some people where they think when they get to this certain point in their recovery, this certain number of sobriety days, that they'll be able to drink or use without with impunity, with no consequences. And then they try it, and all shit fucking goes to hell. Right. And that's because you've been practicing that. Because if you don't practice telling yourself that your addiction is lying to you, you have to do it, you guys. It's like, I don't know. You got to practice it every day, telling yourself, you know, I'm an addict. I'll never be able to drink and use. I've got to come to terms with this. I've got to accept the fact that drugs and alcohol are not on my side. They are not on your team. They are not for you. You know, they're not, y'all, they're not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, drugs and alcohol are our worst enemies. Oh, man. I want to make, hey, Nate. I'm going to make some grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm going to make grilled cheese sandwich. Drugs and alcohol are the enemy. We got to go up against, and I'm so proud of you. We got to go up against drugs and alcohol like we're going to war, you know? We're on the front lines of a war, you guys. Because that's what it is. We are at war with our damn selves. Oh, man. Do I not have... Oh, there's the bread. I was about to say, do I not have any bread? I have a couple of friends that are struggling with their recovery. And it makes me sad because y'all don't have, it don't got to be like this, but we got to practice. You know, we got to be around people that are in recovery. We got to stay connected with each other. We got to stay talking. We got to stay on top of our sobriety or else we'll lose it, you know, and there's no turning back. Once you're a pickle, you're a pickle. You can't go back to a cucumber now. Y'all understand? Y'all heard that saying before? Once you're pickled, you can't go back to being a cucumber. And that's what it's like when you're a drug addict. Once you're an addict, you're always an addict. And you cannot go back. Okay? So if you're thinking in your mind, oh, I'm going to be able to go back to my old life and I'm going to be able to get high again, I'm telling you right now, you better get that fucking stinking thinking out of your mind, because that shit's going to take you down through there. In fact, if you can change yourself back to a cucumber, you come show me and teach me how to do it, okay? Because I would love to know. And there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of, you guys, if you think about using or anything like that. Like, I think about using sometimes too. A lot of times it comes into my mind. And just like I was talking about the other day, yeah, those thoughts might come into the mind, but I don't act on it. And that's the thing. We can't act on our thoughts. You know, not every thought that comes into our mind is something we need to do. And I don't know. I feel like you guys are really starting to realize that. Like, now that you're sober and you've been sober a couple days, you don't got to act out on that shit. You don't have to do those thoughts. You don't have to do what your mind is telling you to do. You can stay sober. You can stay sober. Isn't that cool? I remember whenever I first started realizing, like, hey, I'm staying sober. I'm not fucking getting fucked up. You know, even on maintenance medication, it's still, to me, every day I think about how it's a damn miracle. Love you, Jason. I think about how I never thought that I would be 3.5 years into my recovery and be sober the whole time. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, not relapsed. You guys, I always thought I was going to be relapsing for the rest of my life. You know, so I guess the whole reason why I'm saying this is because if I can do it, you can do it. If Bama can do it, anybody can do it. If Jason can do it, anybody can do it, you know? We just have to believe in ourselves, y'all. We have to believe in ourselves and stay accountable, you know? It's just, I know it can be daunting. I know it can be overwhelming. And like, okay, Bama, so for instance, with you, you've been kind of going through some stress with the family. And since you've been going through that extra stress, you know, have you noticed more cravings than normal or more thoughts about using than normal, or has it been okay? Nate. Yeah, and that's totally normal because that's what our brains tell us. Our brains are like, yo, you're having a stressful situation. You should go pick up. But we know, I know you know, Bama, you know in your heart and you know in your mind that if you were to go out and get high today, you would lose everything, you know? And you have gotten, yes, and it would get totally worse. It's like, it's not worth it. Just like right now, I feel like shit. Like, I feel like shit. But I know if I went out and shot dope, I would feel even worse. I know if I went out and shot dope, I would lose everything I have. So you know what? I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. Okay. You guys like grilled cheeses? I love grilled cheese. Oh, man, I'm telling you what. Lately here, I've been feeling strange. I can't wait to feel back to my old stuff, you know? Bama, I want you to know how much you mean to me, girl. Like, you're you support me in everything I do, and your support means the world to me. And I want you to know that. Like, thank you so much for always being here, always sharing my videos, always letting people know I'm live. Thank you for being my, like, right-hand man. I wish we lived in the same state. So if we did, we would hang out all the time.
Mommy.
Yeah?
Now you're making cookies.
I'm making grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
Do you like grilled cheese?
Let's no cookies.
Are you? You okay? You okay?
How did I even fall off of that?
You okay?
How did I even fall off of that?
Well, you jumped and then you fell. Well, you're okay. Thank goodness. Did you see? I think they saw you.
No, it's not funny.
I would have you over here, girl. You could be making grilled cheese sandwiches with me and Nate. Because that's how I roll.
Yeah,
I be having my girls over.
Tell them my new words.
So Nate has made up a new language, you guys. And it goes like this. Say it, Nate.
You say it.
He goes, Kala Kimi. Kuli Kala. Kala Kula Kimis. What language is that? Is that Nathaniel language?
Yes.
Nathaniel Alexander? Kalamakini. Here you go, cheesy. Goodness.
Why is there no cheese?
Woo! There it is. You want some soup? I can make some soup too. Does that sound good? I got clam chowder. You like clam chowder?
What is cheese?
Or do you want some chips with that? It's gonna be hot. Wait for it. Cola, cola, kili, kili. Today's just a lazy, nasty, rainy day. So we're having grilled cheese. Okay. I love you, Chingity Bop. Is that good? Oh, it's good. You hadn't even tried it yet. candy. That's fine. I just want you to eat your grilled cheese first. Look at how delicious that looks. Man, today, where is everybody at? It's okay. I got you two. I got my 2 ride or dies with me. That's okay. I cannot believe how much y'all must have been doing work out there promoting the channel, because the channel has been growing and growing and growing and growing. Well, I'm worried. I'm worried about our girl in the Hangouts chat, Bama. In fact, I'm fixing to hang up right. I'm going to get off this live stream and I'm going to call you. Are you okay with that? I'm calling you right now.